Hello, everybody. Welcome to your weekend weather forecast. I am Mr. G back with you again. Thank you for joining me today. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're on TikTok, like, comment, and follow. So let's jump into that weather forecast as we're talking about a lot of severe weather and a lot of thunderstorms through the nation's midsection and through parts of the southeast as well. So we got a very interesting pattern set up, and we're going to see a lot of summer-style thunderstorms here across the central and southern plains. So if we're looking at the states of Oklahoma down through Texas and through parts of the southeast as well, and those are extended over into the state of Florida, and those primary threats this afternoon and evening will be some large hail. We're seeing some very large hail producing thunderstorms across Oklahoma and the state of Texas. We'll see that threat exists again today, as well as the potential there for a derecho thunderstorm. So we're going to be seeing those high winds as well. And so we're going to be definitely watching out for that kind of activity today. And that is going to extend all the way to the southeast and into the state of Florida. Beautiful weather today across the mid-Atlantic states and into the Great Lakes. We're going to see a few showers and storms way up there in the northeast into New England this afternoon and evening as well. And we're going to see more showers and thunderstorms across the Pacific Northwest, the Northern Rockies, and into the High Plains. We're going to be dealing with that potential for some thunderstorms this afternoon. And there's just enough cold air for a few snowflakes up above 5,000 feet there across the Northern Rockies near the Glacier National Park. We can see a few snowflakes mixed in, as well as up here across Oregon and Washington. Some snowflakes is possible in the higher elevation of the Cascade Mountain Range, but we'll just see regular rain and showers across the Pacific Northwest. So Portland and Seattle will be dealing with some rain showers today. Beautiful weather will occur across the southwestern United States and into Southern California through Nevada and Arizona as well. So beautiful weather for the Southwest. And let's take a look at your Sunday forecast. And our Sunday forecast is, all right, is it clicking? Just go, click. So, going back, one click, two click. So here is your Sunday weather forecast, and we're going to be seeing that severe weather across the southeastern United States once again. So we're talking about the states of Mississippi, Alabama, and then parts of Louisiana and Arkansas, and extreme western Tennessee and Kentucky. We're going to be dealing with some severe thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon and evening down to the Gulf Coast and the Florida Panhandle. And those primary threats are going to be some large hail and damaging winds and excessive rainfall. We could also see some flash flooding. We'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms way up there in the northeast as they continue to recover from that poor air quality and those drought conditions that they've been experiencing across the Northeast and the Great Lakes. We could also stand a little bit of rainfall as well, as it's been quite dry this spring and into the early summer. But fortunately, we do have a cold front moving across the upper Midwest near the Canadian border, and that is going to spread some showers and thunderstorms across the state of Minnesota tomorrow and through Wisconsin as well. We're going to also see those scattered showers and storms down through Illinois and into the states of Indiana. So down through Missouri and Iowa, we're going to be seeing that potential for some thunderstorms. And isolated severe storms are going to be possible as well. And then on the West Coast, we have our slow-moving western storm. We have kind of a Omega block this weekend, so that's going to be that system is going to be locked up there in the Pacific Northwest and across the Northern Rockies, and we're going to see some showers and thunderstorms across the high plains of Montana and some snow showers across the higher elevations of Idaho over into Washington and Oregon as well. So definitely some wintry precipitation in all of this across the Rockies. So here is a look at your Monday weather forecast. That wintry precipitation is going to continue across the Northern Rockies and the Pacific Northwest. We're also going to be seeing some rain showers down in the lower valley. So Portland, Seattle, Boise, you're going to see some rain showers. And then we're going to also see some of those rain showers across the state of Montana and moving into North Dakota, as well as we have that storm system moving out of the Rockies and into the northern plains. Then we have our southeastern storm that's going to be taking on some tropical characteristics, and we're going to see some very heavy rainfall that could lead to some flooding as well down across the southeast. So if you're in the state of Georgia primarily, and eastern Alabama and North Florida, where we can see some excessive rainfall, maybe 3 to 5 inches of rain is possible with some of those thunderstorms there. And we're going to see some rain showers up there in the Pacific, in the Northeast and New England, where we'll continue to see temperatures cool down as we head into this upcoming work week. So we're going to see cooler than average weather in the Northeast, the Pacific Northwest. We're going to be warmer than average across the Midwest and the Northern Plains and the Great Lakes area. So we're going to see warm temperatures there, and we're going to be seeing very warm temperatures down across the Southern Plains through the state of Texas and the desert Southwest. And here we are as we take a look at our long wave pattern for the week. And this is what we're going to be seeing with our jet stream. And we're seeing our fast west to east jet stream coming onto the west coast, moving across the central plains, and then turning toward the south, toward the southeast into the state of Florida. And that is going to provide a pattern that will be favorable for seeing derecho thunderstorms develop. So we're going to be seeing those thunderstorms race across the plains down toward the southeast and into the southern states. So we're going to be looking at that potential for those very bad thunderstorms that's going to be with those damaging winds that could hit speeds up to 100 miles an hour. And we're going to see those very fast moving storms. So we could see a lot of wind events in the upcoming work week through the weekend and into your Monday. So we're going to see that continue, and we're going to see it very hot down here across the state of Texas, primarily coming up out of Old Mexico. We're going to see a lot of heat and humidity as we have very strong high pressure along the southern plains, and we're seeing that humidity coming up off of the Gulf. Cooler weather across the north, and we're going to be seeing that interact with our jet stream and fast moving low pressure centers moving from west to the east and to the southeast. So that's going to provide the onus for numerous rounds of showers and thunderstorms through the weekend and into the upcoming work week. And we're going to be talking about those severe thunderstorms this afternoon and tonight. So we're going to be seeing that severe weather. This forecast is pretty much identical to the forecast I gave yesterday. It did not change. Summer forecasts do not change very rapidly. So, you can take it to the bank on the summer forecast. So we're going to see that high risk for severe weather today across the Ozarks. So Little Rock, over to parts of Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're going to be seeing that potential, the highest risk for severe thunderstorms, some localized flash flooding, some large hail. An isolated tornado is going to be possible, and damaging winds up to 75 miles per hour. Don't forget the possibility of a derecho developing as well. So that's something else to keep into the back of your mind as you monitor the weather forecast throughout the weekend. And here's a look at that forecast tonight across the southeast. We're going to be seeing that potential for severe thunderstorms. We have a slight risk for severe storms across the southeast and into the state of Florida. We have a moderate risk for severe thunderstorms right along the Gulf Coast here through the Florida Panhandle and southern Alabama and southeastern Mississippi, where we have a higher risk to pick up some localized flash flooding, an isolated tornado, particularly water spouts right along the Gulf Coast there and the state of Florida, and then across the states of Mississippi, Alabama, and southeastern Louisiana, which includes New Orleans. So we're going to be watching for water spouts and damaging wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour. Here we go as we talk about your Sunday night. severe thunderstorms pretty much in the same region. Severe storms, we have a moderate risk for severe thunderstorms across the state of Mississippi, primarily parts of Louisiana and Arkansas. We can see that moderate risk for severe storms, and we're expecting local flash flooding from heavy rain, some large hail, damaging wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour, maybe some water spouts right along the coastline as well. So again, more severe weather to worry about down across the south this afternoon. So, as we look at the week ahead, Tuesday through next Friday, we're going to be seeing a change in the overall pattern where we're going to see that trough deepen across the west, and we're going to see that ridge amplify across the Midwest and the center of the nation. We're going to see that heat build in down across the southern plains and in the state of Texas. But we're going to start to see an increase in thunderstorms through the Midwest and the high plains as we have that storm system coming out of the Rockies that is going to move through the upper Midwest. So Minnesota, North and South Dakota, Nebraska, parts of Kansas, eastern Colorado, eastern Nebraska, eastern Wyoming, and eastern Montana is where we can see a higher risk for some thunderstorms. So we're going to see some rounds of thunderstorms across the high plains and the upper Midwest as we move through next week, Tuesday through Friday. So that's going to be the potential for some severe weather as well as beneficial rainfall that we desperately need across the North Country. So hopefully we can see some beneficial rainfall from that. And then late in the week next week, we have another storm system that's going to be moving across the south. This is going to stall out here because we have a trough along the east. We have that big ridge across the Midwest and that trough on the west coast. So we're going to be seeing storms kind of stall out and take their sweet time to move across. So this is going to stick around a couple days and produce lots of rainfall and thunderstorms. So we can see some flash flooding down across the southeast, some urban and small stream flood issues as well, and not much in the way of severe weather, but we're going to be seeing very wet conditions down across the southeast and into the state of Florida as we move into the middle to the end of the work week next week. And here we go as we talk about the other side of our pattern where we have another trough along the west coast, the Pacific Northwest. We're going to see things being unseasonably cool across the Pacific Northwest as we look for highs in Portland and Seattle to be in the low 60s and maybe upper 50s. So we're going to see it rather cool across the Pacific Northwest. I really hope the conditions improve out west because I'm going to Alaska on a cruise with my wife for our 15th wedding anniversary at the end of the month. So hopefully the conditions out west improve and we can get rid of that cloudy and dreary conditions. I don't want to go and it's going to be cloudy the whole time we're there. And so I hope that high pressure can move in and things improve across the western United States and into western Canada as well. So we'll be sailing past those regions on our way up to Alaska and Ketchikan and all that kind of stuff. Looking forward to it. So anyway, so that is your weather forecast. My name is Mr. G. I hope you guys have a great weekend. We won't have a forecast tomorrow because that forecast is going to be pretty much the same forecast I'm giving right now. So maybe we'll be back at you on Monday night, okay? Bye-bye, guys. See you in the next video.